Hey everybody, what's going on? How you doing, my friends? Hey, listen, I'm gonna top this video, this very important video. I want pen and paper. You should take some notes. Listen, if you are going to make money as a real estate wholesaler, okay, a lot of you are, okay. Maybe you're fix and flipper, but you still want to have, do some wholesale here inside. The only way you make money, listen to me, the only way you will make money and thereby be successful is to have a cash buyer fund your deal. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. I'm not trying to be school marming you kind of thing. Like, I know better, but listen, I have people call me all the time, and fundamentally they struggle with this. Okay, you have got the only way you're going to make money in this business is to have a deal that and the numbers work for your cash buyer, and they're going to fund it. Okay, if the numbers don't work, or at least the buyer thinks the numbers don't work, guess what? You ain't gonna make any money on that deal. You're gonna waste a whole lot of time. All right, that sounds pretty basic, but it's a profound truth. Okay, I have people call me all the time. Hey, I got this deal, and it's not a deal. Okay, I had a person call me the other day, and there was a land deal. They were all trying to tell me how awesome the land deal was, blah blah blah, and they were going to make a great spread on it and trying to assign it to a cash buyer. It was a developer. It was a few acres, okay. And I've done land for a long time, for decades, okay. And I'm telling you, the cash buyer is looking at the deal. It's typically what a cash buyer does. People who are cash buyers, aren't just randomly cash buyers. They have a successful business model. Every cash buyer out there, I'm telling you right now, has lost money. They just have. Okay, that's part of maturity. That's part of growing in business. It's how things go. Okay, but what makes a good businessman or woman, okay, is this: learning from your mistakes. You take a huge loss. Guess what? That hurts. It stings. But you learn something, right? And so you're not making the same stupid mistakes. Okay, that's how good people become great businessmen. Okay, and that's it. That's life. Okay, so here's the point: people who are cash buyers know what they're doing. Okay, so this particular individual's called me up, and so she presents this deal to this cash buyer, and going to have a nice spread on it. And the cash buyer comes back after due diligence, going, dude, I can't pay you whatever it was, 250 or something. I can pay you maybe 180. A huge difference. And this woman was still going to make some money on the deal, but she starts arguing with this guy. No, see, you're wrong, because I called for the septic, and the septic, you can do the cheap septic and blah, 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 all this kind of stuff, right? So I asked this particular individual, hey, have you done this kind of stuff before? Are you a developer? Well, no, I just got this land, and I thought about it. I'm like, look, who's taking all the risk? Who is? You? Just getting on the call? Yeah. Look, make a few phone calls for your district health department about the septic system, or how you connected to the water, or whatever it is. Okay, there's a huge difference between actually funding, wiring $250,000 to the escrow account for this deal, and over losing. Okay, development's deep pockets, deep pockets. Okay, it's awesome, it's fun, a lot of money to be made, but who's taking the risk here? And so the point I'm trying to say is, I told this guy, I'm like, look, if I was a developer, I'd be pretty upset with you too. I'm like, who, you don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you think you do, but just because it looks great on paper, guess what? Life isn't the way the paper looks like sometimes. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? It's just not. You get into the deal, the paper, the numbers look good, blah blah blah, and guess what? Shit hits the fan, and then you're like, okay, it's not as great as I thought it was. Okay, you have to. That's part of risk. That's risk, right? But that's part of what you do in business, right? So you hedge for that. That's why you got to have parameters. You don't buy, you don't just buy high. You just can't. Okay. So what's the point? What's the day? Why am I telling you this video? Just because I'm mad at this gal? No, I mean, she just wasn't making very wise decisions and being really kind of self-righteous in our own worldview, and you don't want to be like that. Okay, if you listen, this is a, if you want to be successful in this business, right? Start making 40, 50 grand a month. And most of you guys do. Some of you, I hear want to do even more than that. Okay. How you will make that kind of money every single month is having a cash buyer or multiple cash buyers that want your product. Okay. That's how you do it. You give them something they want. It's a long-term deal. It's not just a home run. Oh yeah. Let me tell you something. You make a home run, you make 20 grand, 20 grand, 40 grand. Everybody, I make 50 grand of it. Well, okay, that's great. What are you gonna do with 50 grand? It's really, I mean, you got a wife and 4 kids like I do, 50 grand doesn't go very far. Does that make sense? Right? Some people make 50 grand a year. Well, if that's all you do, one deal a year, you're not doing very well. Does that make sense? If you want to keep this up consistently, monthly, deal a week, whatever, okay, you've got to engender a good business relationship with your cash buyers, all right, and give them something they want and know that they will fund it, okay? Because 50 grand isn't a whole lot, but 50 grand every single month adds up, and yeah, it's a life changer. Does that make sense? Okay. So next time, you present a deal to a cash buyer, and you've got all the numbers, a spreadsheet, all that kind of stuff. All right. And they kind of argue, push back a little bit, instead of you pushing back and saying, well, here's the thing, I know, all right. Learn something. Okay. These guys, I mean, who's taking the risk? If they want to buy it, ask them what they'll buy it for, and ask them why, and you'll learn something. Isn't it amazing? You'll learn something. They're going to tell you something that's going to. Hey, your numbers are off for that roof. Your numbers are off for the septic system. Your numbers are way off for the permits. Okay, and guess what? You'll learn something, and so next time you bring a deal to the cash buyer, you're going to do some business because they know. You learn what their business model is. Does that make sense to you? Okay, I hope this helps. I hope this really helps. These kinds of conversations, no one told me when I started out. They just didn't. Okay, just go buy a house, get on the contract, and get a house on the contract, find a cash buyer. Okay, well, yeah, that's very simplistic. But in real life, if you want to get funded, you've got to know your cash buyer's business model, and they are clever. Okay, some of them are jerks. If they're a jerk, just forget those guys. Okay, but people generally want to make money. They have a good business model, and you want to learn it. Respect the fact that they know what they're talking about. Okay, it's their money, not yours. They're taking the risk. Okay, so I'm saying this not just again be a school mom. I know better than you. I'm not. That's not the purpose of this video. It's to help you, to educate you, to help you grow in your business. Because you can make a lot of cash in this business if you present deals and respect what your cash buyer's business model is, okay? And the cash buyer's going to fund it. All right, so listen, if you have any questions, you want some help in real estate, call me, let me know, comment below, phone call, email, homing pigeon, anything you need, or you want to do, get a hold of me, I'll help you out. Mentorship, all that kind of stuff. And talk to you soon. And you can do this, okay? Be wise. And don't forget to hustle. Let me know if you need help.